Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. If it is your first time on this channel, thank you and welcome. My name is George Kingori. I'm a finance expert. I'm also a development consultant, and I speak about all things finance. How we can be able to grow, how we can be able to save, how we can be able to invest, and how we can be able to develop ourselves. So thank you for coming. You are very welcome. Please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. And let us go straight to what the reason that you are here. So today we're going to speak about why many people are trapped into credit card debt. So we're going to speak about how people are trapped and how you can be able to get out of credit card debt. If you are, of course, listening to me, it is a thing that has concerned you. And before I get to why our people or many people are trapped in credit card debt, it's good to differentiate what is credit card, because usually a bank issues you with two types of card. The first one is a debit card, which is linked to your bank, and it can only be able to pay for things up to how much you have in your account. So if you have $1,000, you can only be able to spend a maximum of $1,000 on that card. So it does not extend any credit facility to you. Then the second card is, of course, a credit card, which we are talking about. This kind of card extends your credit credit facility to you up to a certain maximum amount. So if you're given a credit of 1,000, then you can be able to pay to spend 1,000 above what you normally spend. So we are speaking about the second one, which is a credit card, the one that you are given with a credit facility. So why are people trapped in credit card debt? I think the first thing that we need to know is that the reason that credit card debt is actually people go for it in the first place is because of expenses, their day-to-day expenses. So most of the debt goes into consumer debt, normally not to purchase an asset or to do an investment, but mostly through to consumer debt. Now, one of the reasons why it is difficult to get out of consumer debt is if you paid to be able to buy food for your family, the thing is you will still need to buy food the following month. And it is not that because you bought food today, you will not need to buy food in the future. And so because it is consumer spending, that is why you are unable to get out of it as quickly as you think, because it is paying for expenses that you are actually incurring, and most of the time it is expenses that you have to incur. So that is one of the reasons why you are mostly trapped in it, because you still have continued spending and spending. In connection with spending, sometimes when you overspend, and I've spoken about overspending and how it can be bad for your financial affairs. So when you overspend, or you spend on things that you do not actually need, you exacerbate the situation, because you continue entering into debt and debt and debt. And of course, the cure for such is, of course, to evaluate your expenses and have goals to stop spending on this amount. And of course, I will link up a video on how you can be able to, of course, get out of overspending, especially on things that you do not particularly need or have to have. So one of the other reasons that people get into debt and find it difficult to get out of it is because the interest rate that is charged on the debt that is extended to you is very high, usually between 3% to 5%. Most charge around 3 to 4%, but some go as far as high as 5%. So the problem that this is 3%, it is not 3% per annum like normal loans or mortgages or things like that. It is 3 or 4% on per month, and this translates to around 36% to 48% per annum or per year. So think about this. A normal mortgage is around 3% to maximum 4%. But this goes up to 36% to 48%. Very high interest payment that you need to pay. So because of the high interest, you are required to pay much more to be able to pay off your debt. The other thing is there are penalties on credit cards. So when you do not pay on time. So if you are supposed to pay on 30th, but do not pay on 30th, but rather pay on the following month on 1st, you are charged a penalty for late payment. Then if you do not pay payment at all, you again charge another extra amount. Now the problem is the penalties that you pay are actually capitalized, meaning that they go into increasing your debt and incur much higher interest. So you are charged interest on your penalty, on late payment and non-payment. So if your debt was around 10,000 USD or thereabout, and your penalty is say 50 USD, then you are charged an extra 50 USD plus the interest for that month. So you grow at an exponential rate because you are forced to pay interest on your penalties. So again, this is something that increases your debt considerably. Then the other thing is, usually the bank tells you that you need to, you can pay a minimum amount. Now the problem with the minimum amount, yes, it allows you to avoid penalties. Yes, it allows you to not have to pay late fees and things like that. But the problem is, this amount is not enough to be able to pay down the principals. So basically you're just paying interest, and it does nothing for your principal. So if you had a principal debt of 10,000, even if you pay the minimum amount, it will still be 10,000 plus the interest. So it is not doing anything. You're not moving. So basically you're just profiting the bank, but you are not moving in terms of repayment of your debt. And that is why the minimum amount, if you pay the minimum amount, you will not get out of debt. And this is something that they do not tell you, that if you pay the minimum amount that they have specified, you do not get out of debt. Then the other thing that makes people not pay is because they are they sometimes pay for foreign transaction kind of things. So you have a card maybe in dollars, but you need to pay pounds or you need to pay euros. So now the problem with bank companies, credit card companies, is that they charge you the highest possible rate. So if the market rate is between say 1 to 1.5, they're going to charge you the highest rate. Why? Because they want to make the most out of you. Normally, if you were to take to go any other route, you would pay much lesser in terms of foreign exchange differences. So they make a lot more from the forex transactions that you make on your card. So if you do a lot of transactions in foreign currencies, your debt goes up and up. Ladies and gentlemen, it is also important to note that credit cards charge you an extra amount every time you do a cash withdrawal. So they do not like cash withdrawals. So you find that you are charged an extra amount for cash withdrawals. So do take note that all these expenses add up and increase your debt considerably. The other thing you need to note is these cards have annual fees. So these annual fees, they add into your credit card debt. So it becomes a balance that is again added interest as you go. So you didn't pay off your debt, then you incur the annual fees to maintain the card. And every time that you have lost the card, or you have defaced the card and it cannot be used, you pay extra amount, which again adds to that amount that we are speaking about. So in actual essence, you continue adding amounts and adding amounts to your already existing debt. So instead of paying down the debt, you end up increasing your debt. Ladies and gentlemen, it is important to note, because of these things that I have mentioned, you end up having to be stuck with credit card debt over a longer period of time. And because it is incurring higher costs and it is adding charges as you go, you are unable to get out of this debt. Ladies and gentlemen, the easiest way to get out of credit card debt is to pay as much as you can. You would rather take a loan with a much lower interest to pay off this debt from a credit card with higher interest. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the only other facilities that is worse off as compared to the credit cards is the Shylocks and the payday loans, the short-term consumer debts that you are given by payday lenders. Those are the ones that are much worse off. So the credit cards are only second to those guys. So for you to be able to pay down your loan considerably, please pay as much as you can and as early as you can. And once you have done and you are finished with the loan, do not incur additional debt. If, and I have had this with many people, if your desire is to be able to track your expenses, even your debit card, the one that I told you that cannot pay for anything beyond what you have in your bank account, it still is able to help you track your expenses the same way a credit card does. So you don't need to have to continue incurring debt on your credit card. Again, ladies and gentlemen, it's important to note that every time you feel the need to have a credit card, it is incurring annual charges. So if you do not have to have a credit card, don't get it. In fact, if you have many, cancel some of them. If it is incurring charges annually, please get rid of it. The pain of paying every single charge is greater than any possible benefit. Again, the only reason you can have a card is if it is not charging you annual interest. Now the problem comes where you have a card and you do not use it and it is incurring annual fees. Then these annual fees, because you have not paid them down, they incur additional interest. So you did not know you had an amount that you needed to pay on your credit card, and they continue to charge you interest on that card. So at the end of the day, the time you realize you have a lot of debt because of having a card that has charges that are accruing together with the interest. So if you don't have to have this card, if it is incurring charges for you, cancel it and stay with your debit card only. Again, only spend that which you can. Adjust your expenses, adjust your spending, and spend only that which you can and you have money for. So ladies and gentlemen, that is how you pay off credit card debt. Pay off a lot, as much as you can, as early as you can, and cancel any credit cards that are just lying around. So ladies and gentlemen, if I have been helpful to you, kindly consider subscribing to the channel, liking, commenting, give me feedback. Allow me to know what you desire for me to cover and to speak about. So enjoy your 2021 and be debt-free.